commentary on Midnight Part 4. It just released today. We filmed it last night. We filmed how long last night? 7 hours? But here's the spoilers. We also filmed Part 5. So Part 5 is not edited yet, but it's already done. It's probably coming out within the next 2 weeks. This is going to be 9 episodes in total, and we got big things planned. So with all that said, let's talk about Part 4, okay? Oh, once again, music by William Morris. This is part of his Dead Vault tapes. As of recording this, he does not even know this yet. He didn't know that his track was going to be used in this one. The editing process for this one was hard. Music-wise, matching the tone we wanted was hard. And we ended up just feeling like William's track, Sector 1 of the Dead Vault tapes, worked best. So that's what made it in. Will doesn't even know yet. So, here we go. So here, what's happening. Obviously, we're in the El Camino. Lima 1 Juliet over here. Rex over here. Lima 1 Juliet, our variant, my variant, from the first 2 episodes of Midnight. Protagonist, so to speak. On the left. And we got Rex on the right. They're putting their masks on. They're gearing up. They're still in the El Camino. If you remember at the end of episode 3, they met up. So episode 3 was where Rex was introduced. We picked the name Rex, by the way, as a reference. Yeah, he's a claw. He's that name is a reference to a song called Going Out West by Tom Waits, which is a great song, and you should totally listen to. This whole episode was actually inspired by that song, and you should listen to it. I can't listen to it on stream because I'll get DCMA'd, but Going Out West by Tom Waits. So we're getting ready in the car. They met up at the end of episode 3. Okay, this is a double. This shot, this one little thing is a double shot. There's a watch wrapped around the steering wheel. If you notice, it says midnight. If you go back to episode 2, there is a moment where it's Rex at the time, but you don't know that, calls Lima 1 Juliet. Why don't I just pull it up? Should I cheat? Yeah, you guys gotta wait. This is my commentary. I'll connect it all for you. Where's episode 2? Here we go. Here you go.
Lima 1 Juliet, do you read me? We move at midnight.
So that's a connection back to episode 2, Rex calling Lima 1 Juliet and saying, we move at midnight. And it's now midnight, 2 episodes later. So that was a reference back to that. Oh, also, there's a reference to this shot. Small image here. But from the movie Drive, directed by Nick Refn, starring Ryan Gosling. Insanely good movie. You should totally watch it. But this is what that shot was inspired by. Okay, back to it. Cool, just classic boot shot there, getting out of the car. Also, it's in beat with the music. Notice the boot knife there. You see the knife attached to the boot. It's got a boot sheath. Lima 1 Juliet gets out of the El Camino. Okay, I'm going to point out all the Easter eggs in this one. I know Spaceman saw at least most of them. I don't know how many people caught all the rest of them. So this shot, it's Lima 1 Juliet and Rex entering this building, this stash house, to raid it. So they're coming up to raid this place. And they're here looking for a specific item, which you find out in the end. But as you walk in here, there's a little Easter egg. There is a wanted poster for Robert Avanti, aka who we basically know / believe to be Space Bob. So Space Bob is now in Midnight. That's At least in that regard. So, Lima 1 Juliet has the bat. Around the corner. Knife comes out. Okay. Here we go. There's multiple variant cameos in this one. So there's somebody sitting here. Look at the comic on the top that he's about to grab. It is an issue of Dirk Sappum, the comic series in the Deadrop universe. However, it's a custom issue. It has little behind the scenes, almost fourth wall breaking kind of thing. But that's my logo on the front. And it's Dirk Sappum Midnight. So he's reading an issue of Dirk Sappum, okay? Whoever this guy is. He puts down his gun. Hands up. It's Spaceman! Spaceman has made the show. He's in Midnight. That is his visor cortex, by the way. Notice down here what's RoboCop comics. Another 80s throwback there. Yep. So there's a reference. Also, over here, this is a really small one. Does this look like a Deadrop loot box or bag to you guys? Loot container? Way back here? Or right here? Target practice? There is a torso from the old stash house. Right there. Other just random equipment and stuff around the room, obviously. So, okay, moving on. And who's this? It's Cairo. That's Cairo. Well, Cairo has 4 visor cortexes, but that's one of them. So here's what's going on from here. Cairo checks down the hall, doesn't see anything, nods to Spaceman. They're obviously supposed to be guarding this place. Here comes Rex leading the way. Super cool shot. Funny story. I don't know if you can tell here. This is an 80s reference kind of by accident. There is a giant... you can't really see it that well here. If you've seen Ghostbusters 2, you will recognize it, though. And I know I'm on the screen right now. This is a giant portrait painting, whatever, of Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2. If you look really closely, you might be able to see it. Don't ask. Don't ask. Absolutely love this shot, by the way. All in one. Rex takes out 2 guys at the same time. Stabs Cairo, shoots Spaceman. This flop, I know my camera's probably covering part of it right now. It's just a super badass shot, though. Here's Rex. This shot worked exactly the way I imagined it, which is perfect. Him flopping and the comic landing on top of him like that was not planned. All these shots, by the way, this was the first time we had used multiple people, like in an ongoing action scene that needed to be choreographed like this, and we had to, get everybody on the same page, on time, selling everything. The gunshot flop worked better than I expected. In this take, because we did multiple takes, the comic lands right on top of him, which is hilarious. In one take, I know you can't see it because my camera right now, the comic flew out of his hand and landed on the floor. This is the one Easter egg I don't think anybody's noticed yet. This is the one I don't think anybody's noticed yet. Back here, you see this? Anybody see this? There's a Blockbuster Video sign sitting back there on top of whatever this thing is. It's way back there. If you got an eagle eye, you can see it. Clearly a Dr. Disrespect reference. Way back there. This scene, this one shot is really fun and worked really well. It was really hard. Came out exactly as I wanted to, though. So here's Rex. Think something's going on in here. I go by. Well, Lima 1 Juliet goes by. I'm obviously going to fight somebody in there. And then that shot was really cool. Getting ready. Like, look at the flavor of this. Like, sorry to like talk up my own work, but like, there's so many little touches. I walk by, twirl the bat. Watch Rex's head here. He's just like getting ready. He looks down the hall. Then obviously, who knows what's going on over here? Who knows how many guys I'm fighting in there? Obviously, I see somebody. I'm ready to go. This guy runs out. Listen to that sound. It just his body language here is so good. You hear the shell hit the floor. Midnight Part 4 logo fits perfectly. Music kicks back in. Lima 1 Juliet walks out, has a laptop with him. Rex hesitates, grabs his knife. There's poor Cairo. We walk out, and then there's this dude. I don't know if anybody recognizes this dude, but this is, you know, the guy with the ponytail from a lot of old Deadrop art with the yellow sunglasses, the body armor on the outside, one pant leg rolled up. This is a live action representation of that guy. Okay, he's just hanging out. The El Camino just drives by, just checking out the action. Here is a major Deadrop lore reference, intersection, whatever you want to call it. I'll answer your question in a sec, too, Spaceman.
Variant Lima 1 Juliet identified. Access to tower granted.
Okay, so here's what's going on in this. So we're going back to our hideout. This is the Midnight Protocol. I'll pull up the original Midnight Protocol video in a sec as a reference for you guys.
Lima 1 Juliet identified. Access to tower granted.
So he says, variant Lima 1 Juliet identified. Access to tower granted. That's going to be important. So I'm playing Lima 1 Juliet, my Deadrop variant. He now says access to the tower has been granted. We look at each other, fade to black. So if you're not familiar with the Midnight Protocol reference, I think... Oh, hold on. Spaceman, I'm going to reveal our DMs. Hopefully that's okay. Nobody should see anything. Where are you? You're doodah. Here's that guy who was standing there when we walked by. And if you look, again, yellow sunglasses, body armor on the outside, one pant leg rolled up. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff there. Let's see. I didn't want him to have the AR there because he's not doing anything. He's not fighting. That's kind of the whole point. Is like he's just standing there, you know, like he's a bystander in this scene. So here's the original throwback to one of the reveals of Deadrop. There's the skull. This was one of the OG Deadrop announcements, references, was involved in the original ARG, all that stuff. So I think that's pretty much it. Was there anything else I forgot? Episode 5, like I said, is already filmed. Not edited yet, but it's already filmed. It's coming within the next 2 weeks. So to answer your guys' questions, gotta ask, do you actually shoot when shooting? Yes, we are firing blanks, both from my shotgun and the pistol. Although other weapons will be making their appearance. Well, There was another pistol in there. Well, there's several pistols in here. Why can't I see what I'm doing here? Why is the media player broken? Here we go. And this one, this is the pistol, by the way. There's this pistol right here. You guys can't see it right now. That Spaceman had. And then... where is... Cairo has a pistol as well here. But there's more... there's other weapons to come. That's for sure. Other weapons to come. And then, do you think we could use 3D printed prop guns from the Deadrop universe? That would depend. That would depend on... so for props, probably. Like, could characters be walking around with them in certain scenes? Probably. But for a lot of the scenes, if a gun, as far as guns being fired goes, we're actually firing these guns, you know, like, it depends on the scene. These are not visual effects. We have not used an ounce of visual effects in this series so far. None. Zero. Everything has been on screen, represented by what we're actually acting. Yes, and I want to use as little visual effects as possible. That's the plan. That's, you know, we're not Marvel. We don't have a huge visual effects budget. We're working off of this is entirely self-funded at this point. Like, the Kickstarter, you know, that we tried did not make it. So we're entirely self-funding. If you guys want to contribute, you can always subscribe to the channel, Twitch Prime subs, donate, you know, via Twitch, donate via PayPal, Venmo if you want to. You can use G Fuel code Mayor, use Mayor in your Epic Game Store and Fortnite slots. But other than that, it's entirely self-funded. There's no, you know, other stuff going on monetarily. Photos this time. Here we go. I have more, but I can't show you because they're part 5 related. Here's a close-up of the Wanted poster. Speaks for itself. Says capture and return to tower. Here is somebody else, just a different angle. Somebody else took a picture of the moment that Rex stabbed Cairo and then shot Spaceman. You can't see it from this. It's not filmed from this angle. It's just an alternate angle, like, of the moment that it happened, which is cool. Here's us filming late into the night. Ponytail man over here. Me holding a light in the street. Have my helmet in my hand. Here's Rex and half of his gear. And Kenny. It's not his real name, but that's what we kept calling him all night. Here's another one similar to that. Close up in that light, he kind of looks like a goon, and he kind of is, but we love it. We love it. Again, the yellow sunglasses, the body armor on the outside, the blue denim rolled up pant leg. This is kind of funny. Here's just a really cool, just random photo. Here's the El Camino parked down here, about to come down the road. I'm walking down the road with my helmet in my hand, and the light kind of like covers my head, which is just, I don't know, kind of cool, kind of funny, just random behind the scene thing. And then here is a really cool photo that 402 retweeted this morning. This was an actual, I didn't know that the one guy was taking all these photos. He showed them to me after. He was on set and, you know, taking them, if I can say on set. It sounds odd to say that, but this was us filming a shot, and there's the two of us. Like, it's like one of those classic, like, directors kind of photos. That's what it looks like to me. You know, like we're watching the camera, setting it up, and it's like an actual, like, behind the scenes kind of thing. So just really cool. Came out well. I have more I want to show you. We've got so much part 5 stuff, but I can't show you. I don't want to spoil anything.